Hey sisters!
Don't do that. That's copyrighted.
Hey cougars, how are you guys doing? My name is Lester Ariana, aka Crystal Black Bangs, and today we're doing a little short video. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be short, but it's gonna be a good little video about drag makeup. And let's get right to it. So, our first step before we start anything is clean our face. So if you're like a cisgender male or a transgender male that grows facial hair and does drag, shave your face, to have like a smooth face, a good little surface to work with. And once it's shaved, everybody needs to put some alcohol to rub all the oil away. Then after the alcohol, put a little moisturizer. But I don't have that with me, so I didn't moisturize my face, but it's ready to start. Alright, so my first step is usually, tie my hair or put it back, depending on how long your hair is. Also, girls, if you want to do drag, y'all can do this as well. So usually to start, I do either a stocking cap or a fishnet cap, if that's what you call it. So I usually go with the fishnet cap because it helps you hold on your wigs better. But let me excuse the messy hair. Oh my god. Wig is snatched. So after I put my stocking cap on or my fishnet cap on, I like to start with my eyes before I start with my foundation. Some people do it differently, and that way it's good as well, but whatever you prefer. So, I prefer to start with putting a little tape under my eye, so I can get all the eyeshadow in the right places. And let me do that real quick. Alright, so now that I have placed my tape under my eyes, I'll make sure to put it right under here. So I want my eyeshadow to point this way, even though the bottom shadow might be a little different, but the top it needs to be sharp because when you put the little what's it called? The eyeliner, it'll be sharp. So the eyeshadow needs to be sharp. Not eyeshadow, the eyeliner needs to be sharp. Alright, so after I have placed my little tape, I'm gonna put some eyeshadow primer in order for this thing to stick. So let me find any brush will do, as long as it's flat and it's easy to apply to the eyelid. So let me get started. Primer on. I will start with my brows. Yes, it's a little weird, but that's how I do it. Some people do the primer first and then they do the eyeshadow immediately, but I like to put the primer first and do my brows. So let me get started with that. Oh, and for brows, it doesn't necessarily have to be like an extra brow. Sometimes drag queens be put the brows all the way over here, but it's not necessary. You find your type of drag. If you don't want to do super bold brows, just make sure to your makeup is clean. Mine is not perfect, but I always try, so we'll see how it goes. And what I'm using to do my brows is a brow gel, just a regular brow gel, and yeah. is you get a spoolie, a clean one, and then you take it, put it in your brow like this. You're gonna brush out so you can like fade your brows, and it will look a little bit more natural. So I just faded it out, and I'm gonna clean it up with a simple piece of paper, like in the middle of my eye, and that's basically my brow. You can do it with a brow pencil as well, but let me finish off my brows off camera, and I'll be right back. All right. Now that my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow, and I'm gonna do a little, CNC inspired makeup. So let me grab my palette. I'm using the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, not sponsored whatsoever. And I'm gonna grab, let me see, okay, my eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna take this light orange first, the one in the corner, to make it transition well like a sunset. Then I'm gonna use this darker orange, and finally the red to make it pop. So right now I applied the lighter orange color on the top, and I'm transitioning to the lighter orange so it will pop. And lastly, like I mentioned, I'm doing the red color. Alright, so I finished transitioning from the orange to the red, and I'm gonna finish the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have finished the process of the red eyeshadow in both of my eyes. So now I'm gonna move into the blue part, which is gonna be under my eyes, and I'm gonna use this. So this one, yeah, this blue one. That's the lighter color. And then this one is a stronger color for the blues of the My CNC Inspired Makeup. And let's get started. I'm going to apply the lighter color on under, and then I'm going to blend it in with the darker on top. So this is what I'm going to do with the blue look, and I'm going to finish the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright. So I thought that the camera was recording everything, but it died. So what I did was that I applied the little blue eyeshadow, which was the last thing y'all saw, and I went ahead and did my wings. So I'm gonna proceed to use my clown white that I'm gonna put right here, like right on the waterline, so I can get my eyes like to look a little bigger, put more depth into it. So let me go ahead and do that. Oh, and when you use the if you have clown white or something that, like a white eyeliner or something, just be careful not to poke your eye because you will start crying and the eyeshadow will wet. So be careful, especially with the clown white, which is a little bit more creamy than anything else. it's just like more into the inner corner. You can play with it a lot more to see if you like it, like even downwards more, or to give a little more highlight to your eye. So like for me, that could be good, but I'm gonna extend it a little bit more this way. Lemon into my eyeshadow just a little more. With on this eye, which is kind of like a wing, with like a white wing under it, so it will elongate your eye and give more depth into your eye. So I will finish this and I'll come back with my other eye. So I'm done with a little clown white under my eyes. It opened my eyes a little bit more. And I'm gonna go put my eyelashes on. But before I put my eyelashes on, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Just like with this curler, just like this. Oh my God. Be careful when you do this. You might poke your eye like I did with mine. Alright, so I'm gonna go put my lashes on, and once you put your lashes on, you're gonna use whatever mascara you use. I use any waterproof mascara that works, and so that my makeup won't run and stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just put my eyelashes on. I did a little editing. I extended the little white part right here with the clown white. And I extended also the eyeshadow with the red eyeshadow, the blue and the red eyeshadow, my bad. And right now we're gonna move into the main thing, the face, foundation. So first we're gonna do primer, which is very essential to make everything look very, very smooth. Come out. Alright, now that the primer is on, I'm going to take my beauty blender, put it in some water. I'm going to let it soak for just a little bit, but it has to be damp, not wet, not dry, damp, in order for the foundation to apply smoother and easier as well. So, now my beauty blender is damp. I'm going to get some foundation. That's a little to match. Grab your beauty blender or whichever. Oh, before I start, let me. Where is my? All right. So in order to eliminate my beard, like the shadow of my beard, I'm gonna take the same red eyeshadow that I was doing, because I don't have color corrector. So I'm going to take that, do it around my beard, and I'll be right back. So this is the final look for me. So now that I have applied the red eyeshadow to color correct my dark beard, I can actually start with the foundation. So let's get to it. And you can apply your foundation like whichever way you want. I usually try to put the foundation on my hand and then like put the beauty blender on top of it. Some people like to put dots in their face, whichever way works for you. And this is also the time to kind of clean up like some of the eyeshadow under your eye or like on top and make it like sharper. And then, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, this is like what it came out like after I took the tape out. But yeah, take the little tip of your beauty blender and like clean the edges of this eyeshadow so it will look sharp. So basically this is all that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish applying my foundation off camera, but before I go, just make sure that everything is blended. Do not forget to put it on your ears as well, so everything will look even. spread it out really even under your nose, and make sure that also you blend under your neck so everything will look like consistent. So I'll be right back. So right now I'm gonna quickly move on to contour. I'm using a simple contour. Any brand will do. So what we do for contour is like we go right here on both sides, the chin, carve your chin, whichever shape you want to, the forehead, and as well as the nose right here. So let me get into that. And for the contour, we use an angle brush. I'm not sure if you can see it correctly, but it's pointing this way, and that's for the contour. What I like to do when I do my makeup is do I contour it like right here. I'll do like a line right here and a line right here. So my chin will look a little smaller. Um, and that's just a little tip for anybody that wants to use it. Alright, so right now I'm just gonna blend everything out and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have blended the contour, and right now I'm gonna proceed to do the highlight. When I highlight, I do the bridge of my nose and draw like a little wine cup here for the highlight, as well as like right under my eye, and between this line of contour and this line. Sometimes it depends on what you like. Right here on the cupid's bow and my chin. And regular people usually have like their own highlighters or like lighter color foundation for highlighting, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna use the same clown white I use under my eyes, but I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender to spread it evenly. Using the what's it called? The white clown white method. Do not put too much clown white because this thing is creamy, and it will be a pain to spread it even. And I remember what I was gonna say. If you don't have a highlighter, you can use like a little bit, like just a tiny bit of gold eyeshadow to give you those highlights. But it's always not convenient because it doesn't really match your color. So sometimes it might look advanced. So just figure out what works best for you. Especially, it will be better if you have a regular highlighter, not me, experimenting. But let me keep blending this out. So I have blended everything. Yes, I'm gonna cut off in the weird spot, but I have blended the highlighter. So right now, what I'm gonna do is, where did the, okay. I'm gonna put a blush. Some people like, when you smile, you put it right here, right here. I like to do that, but like go across as well. So let me do that. Blush adds a little bit of warmth to your face, and I'm gonna blend it out a little bit because I think it looks too harsh. Okay. Okay, let's do it. So right now, after the blush, this is when you can get creative however you want. For example, I do freckles, so I'm gonna look for the pencil and I'll be back. So I finally found the pencil, and sorry about that. Finally found the pencil, and I'm gonna do the freckles. Alright, so I don't know how well the freckles are actually showing up on the camera, but I'm gonna move on to the next step, which this is not technically highlighter, but it's a shimmer, which I'm gonna use in the areas where I just highlighted not too long ago. And this is the NYX foil play. Do not put, if you have this product, do not put too much because it's gonna shimmer for real, for real. Like right now, I know it's a little bit too shiny, but I'm gonna keep going. Apply this when to the temples of your, is that what they're called? Temples? Well, right here, in this area, that's where you put your highlighter as well. So the final step for the actual makeup part is going to be the lipstick. Okay. If you don't have a lip liner, just find something that kind of resembles the same color. So these are the same brand e.l.f., but this is basically the same color as this one, but in a thinner version. So what I'm gonna do is like line my lips with that, and I'm gonna fill it in with this. So since this lip liner is a little bit too creamy, it went almost all over the place, but I'm still gonna fill it in with this lipstick. So basically, this is the the final makeup look. But let me get ready, and I'll show you the full on glam. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. So this is the final look. A little wig, a little something, something. So I just want to give a big shout out to Residence Life at CSU and Diversity at Columbus University, which go follow them for website biz at CSU.website.1958, and for the diversity people is CSU_diversity. They make all this possible. Go follow them, and also leave me some questions down below or DM them to the Rest Life Instagram page or the Diversity page, and I will be answering them in a live Q&A video coming really soon. But last advice I want to give anybody that is trying to do drag or start drag. Nothing is perfect. Just keep working on your craft, and don't be shy. Don't be shy. Just come out here, show yourself, show your true self, and have fun. But it's not about the makeup. It's not about the looks. It's about the talent and how you sell your whole fantasy. Okay. See y'all next time. Bye.